Hello, world history. All right, so we've been kind of in the east of the world. Now we're going to start kind of inching our way west, and we're going to be talking about ancient Greece and Rome, which is a time period between 1900 BC and 500 AD. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a few key events and stuff here that I've got jotted down for you to give you an overview. Okay, now like I said, these are key events in the history of Greece and Rome. Greek philosophers established the foundations of Western philosophy. When it talks about Western philosophy, it's talking about it's talking about us. It's talking about the idea of America, the idea of a nation like we have has its roots here. The Peloponnesian War and how that weakened Athens and Sparta, which are them dudes, some bad dudes. Okay, we'll learn about that. Rome's republican government was eventually replaced by the rule of an emperor. So you have a republican government, and then it gets replaced by an emperor. It seems like usually, a lot of times things you would assume that it would happen the other way, but all empires fall. Okay, uh, you know, there's a lot of comparisons you could draw to what's going on today. Now, also Christianity, we've been talking about all these other religions. Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire during this time. Now, this all has an impact on today itself. And it's still impacted us today. Like I said, a lot of our culture was influenced by the artistic, what's called classical ideas of classical Greece. Okay, current Greek democratic systems of government are based on ideas originally developed by the Greeks. Okay, the United States has ancient Greece and Rome written all over it. Roman achievements in law, government, language, and engineering influence our civilization today. Okay, just like the TVA builds dams, reservoirs of water to like the lakes down in Tennessee, supply drinking water. Okay, the Romans were making aqueducts. I mean, unbelievable structures and projects to carry water for miles and miles to make sure that they could irrigate their crops, get water where they need it. That's crazy. That's crazy to think. And, seems like it might have even been a little bit better than what we got right now in some places. Okay. So I'm going to tell you some things that happened. We're going to learn about the Mycenaeans, but they reached their peak around 1300 BC. Okay, we'll talk about them. About 700 BC, okay, the Etruscans rule Rome. We'll talk about them. 509 BC, Rome becomes a republic, and to the republic for which it stands. If you know what a republic is, then you can draw the comparisons. You get 479 BC, the Greeks defeat the Persians, which would have been, an attack from the west for grabbing land. 445 BC, the Athenian Empire, they get bigger, they expand. 387 BC, Plato founds the Academy at Athens. They're about education. 338 BC, Macedonia, They beat the Greeks. It's a tough time. Then you get to 44 BC. Julius Caesar is assassinated. Is it Et Brute? You too, Brutus? Brutus betrayed him. AD 33, a lot of y'all out there may know what happened in AD 33. Jesus Christ dies in Jerusalem. And then about 500 years AD, you have the fall of the Roman Empire. Okay. That's basically, that's hitting the high spots there. What I'm going to want from you today, okay, I'm wanting you to, you will either, actually, you're going to, hold on, let me see exactly how I want you to do this. I had my mindset one way and then changed it. I don't know where the page went. Here's what we're going to do. Starting off right here, okay. I want you to identify some people, and this is going to help getting through. You're going to identify Homer. You're going to identify Pericles. You're going to identify Socrates. You're going to identify Plato. You're going to identify Aristotle and Alexander the Great. I'll have these up in the directions, of course, so don't worry about that. That's how we'll start this off. We're sliding right into ancient Greece. All right, guys. Hope to see you soon.